The Philippines, an archipelago of over 7,000 islands, unfolds like a dream across the waters of the Pacific. From its emerald rice terraces and mist-covered mountains to its sunlit shores and bustling cities, the country weaves a story of culture, history, and natural splendor. Here, tradition dances alongside modernity, where age-old villages exist in harmony with vibrant metropolises, and where the warmth of the people mirrors the golden hues of its sunsets. The scent of fresh mangoes lingers in the air, mingling with the rich aroma of sizzling street food, while the gentle lull of the ocean waves whispers a soothing melody to those who listen. As the journey begins, the islands beckon with promises of wonder. The rustling of palm leaves overhead and the rhythmic clatter of traditional jeepneys passing by create a symphony of island life. From the tranquil shores of Palawan to the heritage sites of Vigan, from the terraced landscapes of Banaue to the electrifying pulse of Manila, the Philippines is a land of contrasts, where every turn reveals something new, something timeless. A cup of Boracay coffee, rich and bold, warms the hands of travelers before the adventure unfolds. Tonight, let the soothing cadence of the Philippines guide you into a restful slumber. Let the waves of its seas, the whispers of its forests, and the laughter of its people weave a tale that lulls you into peaceful dreams. Welcome to Bedtime Travel Stories, where soothing tales and gentle narrations take you on a tranquil journey through the world's most enchanting places, right from the comfort of your bed. Unwind and travel with us as we explore the globe one story at a time, helping you relax and drift into a peaceful sleep. The city of Manila hums with an energy born from centuries of history, its streets a living testament to the layers of time that have shaped the Philippines. At the heart of this vibrant metropolis lies Intramuros, the walled city where echoes of the Spanish colonial era still linger. Thick stone walls cradle cobblestone streets, where horse-drawn calesas glide past grand churches and old houses adorned with Capiz shell windows. The scent of warm pan de sal, fresh from neighborhood bakeries, drifts through the air as the early morning sun casts golden light over the towering spires of San Agustin Church, the country's oldest stone church. Built in the late 1500s, it has withstood wars and earthquakes, its weathered facade holding stories of faith, resilience, and artistry. A walk along the Puerta Real, one of Intramuros' grand gates, transports visitors back to a time when the Spanish ruled over these lands. Here, grand stone archways open to courtyards where fountains gently trickle, their sounds mingling with the distant ringing of church bells. Just beyond, Fort Santiago stands as a solemn reminder of Manila's past, its moss-covered walls still bearing the weight of history. This citadel, once used as a military fortress, later became a prison where national hero José Rizal spent his final days before his execution. His footsteps, preserved in bronze, trace his last walk, a path of sacrifice that ultimately led the nation to its independence. Beyond the walled city, the grand expanse of Rizal Park offers a peaceful retreat in the midst of the city's modern energy. Families gather beneath the shade of acacia trees, while couples stroll through lush gardens and fountains that sparkle under the afternoon sun. Here, a towering monument of José Rizal stands, guarded day and night, an eternal tribute to the man who inspired a revolution. Vendors along the park's walkways offer cups of chocolate, a thick, rich hot chocolate introduced during the Spanish era. Its deep, comforting warmth, a reflection of the city's enduring heritage. As day transitions into evening, Binondo, the world's oldest Chinatown, awakens with the enticing aroma of sizzling wok-fried noodles and steaming baskets of siopao. Red lanterns sway above narrow alleyways where dim sum houses and century-old shops overflow with vibrant activity. The blend of Chinese and Filipino influences is not just seen in the architecture, but tasted in each bite. Lumpia Shanghai, crispy and golden, or the warm sweetness of hopia, a mung bean-filled pastry best paired with tea. Established in the 16th century, Binondo remains a thriving hub of commerce and culture, its streets pulsing with life from dawn till dusk. Not far away, the bustling districts of Escolta and Quiapo tell the story of Manila's golden age in the early 20th century. Art Deco buildings rise between modern structures, their facades whispering of a time when the city was known as the Pearl of the Orient. Quiapo Church, home to the revered Black Nazarene, draws thousands of devotees each year, their unwavering faith a powerful sight to behold. Street vendors line the surrounding plaza, offering everything from handmade rosaries to bowls of arroz caldo, a comforting rice porridge infused with ginger, garlic, and a squeeze of calamansi. At the water's edge, the Pasig River snakes through the city, its history as rich as the lands it nourishes. Boats ferry passengers across its waters, linking old Manila with modern business hubs like Makati and Bonifacio Global City. Along its banks, remnants of colonial-era warehouses and grand houses serve as silent witnesses to the city's evolution, blending the past with the present. At sunset, the river reflects hues of orange and gold, casting a dreamlike glow over the city. As the sun dips into the horizon, the shores of Manila Bay come alive. The famed Bay Walk, a promenade lined with coconut trees and lively cafes, offers one of the most breathtaking sunset views in the world. Couples sit on benches, watching as the sky transforms into brilliant shades of crimson and violet, while street musicians play soft serenades in the background. Vendors weave through the crowds, offering skewers of eyesore, grilled chicken intestines glazed in sweet and savory sauce, a beloved street food delicacy that locals swear by. From the towering skyscrapers of Makati to the historic charm of Intramuros, Manila is a city of contrasts, where old and new exist side by side, where history is not confined to books, but written in the walls, the flavors, and the very air that fills this storied capital. As the city lights twinkle against the night sky, Manila whispers its stories to those who pause to listen, a lullaby of resilience, culture, and endless life. High in the Cordillera Mountains, where mist clings to the slopes and time seems to slow, The Banaue rice terraces stretch across the landscape like a grand staircase to the sky. Over 2,000 years ago, the ancestors of the Ifugao people carved these terraces into the mountains, a testament to their ingenuity and harmony with nature. Each step is meticulously reinforced with stone and mud walls, creating an intricate irrigation system that draws water from the misty peaks. The terraces shimmer under the morning sun, their vibrant green hues shifting with the seasons, golden during the harvest months, lush and bright in the rainy season. The air carries the scent of damp earth and fresh rice stalks, a fragrance as ancient as the mountains themselves. A winding road snakes its way up to the village of Banaue, where the journey into Ifugao culture truly begins. Traditional Ifugao huts, built on stilts with steep thatched roofs, dot the landscape. Elders, dressed in red and black woven garments, sit outside their homes, carving wood into intricate bulul figures, guardian deities believed to protect the rice harvest. The soft rhythm of a gangsa, a brass gong played during rituals and festivals, echoes faintly through the hills. In this highland haven, the Ifugao way of life endures, a rich tapestry of tradition and resilience passed down through generations. A trek through the terraces is both humbling and breathtaking. Narrow footpaths wind along the edges of the paddies, offering sweeping views of the endless green. Local farmers, wearing wide-brimmed hats, carefully tend to their fields, their hands moving with the practiced ease of generations before them. Water buffalo, known as carabaos, plod patiently through the fields, their presence a reminder that these terraces are not just relics of the past, but a thriving part of everyday life. Along the way, the laughter of children rings out as they run barefoot over the stone pathways, their energy as boundless as the mountains themselves. For those seeking a deeper connection to the terraces, a journey to Batad reveals an even more secluded wonder. Nestled in a natural amphitheater, the battered rice terraces rise in perfect harmony with the land, untouched by modern machinery. Here the terraces are steeper, their walls taller, forming a breathtaking mosaic of emerald fields. At the heart of the village, small homestays welcome visitors with warm hospitality and home-cooked meals. A bowl of Tinawan rice, a rare heirloom grain grown only in these highlands, is served alongside grilled native chicken and fresh vegetables. A simple yet profound taste of the Ifugao heritage. As the afternoon sun casts long shadows over the terraces, the journey continues to Tapia Falls, a hidden gem deep within the valley. The trek to the falls is steep, following a narrow descent through dense jungle and rocky steps. The sound of rushing water grows louder with each step until, at last, the falls come into view. A powerful cascade tumbling into a crystal-clear pool. The cool mist kisses the skin, and the temptation to wade into the refreshing waters is irresistible. Surrounded by towering cliffs and untouched wilderness, it is a moment of pure serenity, a reminder of nature's quiet yet awe-inspiring power. As dusk approaches, the terraces take on a mystical quality. The sky burns in hues of orange and pink, reflecting off the water-filled paddies. Small lanterns flicker from the huts, and the scent of roasting itag, a traditional cured pork dish, drifts through the evening air. Villagers gather around a communal fire, sharing stories of their ancestors, their voices blending with the soft rustling of the wind. Rice wine, or tapui, is poured into small clay cups, its slightly sweet aroma rising with the evening chill. A sip of the golden brew warms the body and soul, a perfect companion to the mountain's quiet embrace. As night falls, a deep tranquility settles over the terraces. The stars emerge, bright and unfiltered, stretching endlessly across the sky. In the stillness, the distant sound of a bamboo flute drifts through the air, a lullaby played by the wind itself. Here, amid the timeless beauty of the Banaue rice terraces, the past and present exist in perfect harmony, a legacy of human perseverance etched into the very bones of the earth. Where the land dissolves into the sea and towering limestone cliffs embrace crystalline waters, the island of Palawan reveals its most treasured secrets. Hidden within this paradise, El Nido's lagoons shimmer like liquid emeralds, their stillness broken only by the gentle dip of a paddle. The journey begins as the first light of dawn paints the sky in soft pinks and golds, casting a dreamlike glow over the towering karst formations. Traditional bancas, wooden outriggers with brightly painted hulls, glide effortlessly through the morning mist, their reflections dancing on the mirror-like surface of the sea. The scent of salt and morning dew lingers in the air, mingling with the distant call of kingfishers perched among the cliffs. The entrance to the small lagoon is almost hidden, accessible only through a narrow crevice in the limestone wall. As the boat drifts inside, the outside world fades away, replaced by an intimate sanctuary of towering rock walls and water so clear it seems unreal. Sunlight filters through cracks in the cliffs, creating a kaleidoscope of greens and blues that ripple with every movement. The only sounds are the soft splash of oars and the occasional echo of laughter as travelers marvel at the untouched beauty of this natural cathedral. The water, cool and inviting, beckons for a swim, its silky surface broken only by the gentle glide of a pawikan, a sea turtle, moving effortlessly through the depths. Just beyond, the big lagoon stretches like a sapphire pathway, framed by sheer cliffs, draped in vibrant foliage. Kayaks drift slowly across the surface, the paddles cutting through water so clear that fish and corals can be seen beneath. A school of jacks swirls in unison, flashing silver as they move as one, while farther below, the intricate formations of soft coral sway with the rhythm of the tide. The deeper the journey into the lagoon, the quieter the world becomes, until only the whisper of the sea remains. In this place, time slows, the world simplified to the movement of water and the embrace of stone. A short ride away, the secret lagoon hides behind a fortress of limestone. The only way in is through a small, jagged opening, just large enough to squeeze through. On the other side, a hidden world awaits. A shallow pool encircled by walls of ancient stone, where the only visitors are the seabirds that nest above. The light dances against the rock, shifting as clouds pass overhead, creating an ever-changing tapestry of light and shadow. It is a place of stillness, untouched by time, where even the whisper of the ocean seems reverent. Beyond the lagoons, Shimizu Island rises from the sea like a lost paradise. The beach, a ribbon of powdery white sand, meets the lapping waves of an impossibly blue ocean. Here, the water teems with life, a sanctuary for countless species of tropical fish and the brilliant colors of clownfish darting between anemones. Snorkeling in these waters is like drifting through an underwater garden where vibrant parrotfish, graceful rays, and the occasional reef shark move effortlessly through the coral labyrinth. The sound of the waves, rhythmic and soothing, blends with the distant hum of the wind passing through coconut palms. By midday, the scent of grilled, freshly caught fish and garlic rice drifts from a makeshift beachside hut, where locals prepare a feast known as a boodle fight. Spread across banana leaves, the meal is a vibrant display of grilled seafood, ripe mangoes, steaming rice, and salted eggs, eaten with hands as the sea breeze carries the flavors across the shore. A sip of buko juice, fresh from a chilled coconut, cools the body under the midday sun. The simplicity of the meal, shared among new friends, is a reminder that the most extraordinary moments are often the simplest. As the sun begins its descent, the boat glides toward Cadlao Lagoon, where the water takes on a deep turquoise hue, reflecting the fiery oranges and purples of the evening sky. The towering cliffs cast long shadows, their rugged surfaces softened by the golden glow of twilight. As the boat drifts silently in the calm waters, a hush falls over the passengers, as if the world itself is holding its breath for the final act of the day. As darkness settles over Palawan, the night reveals another hidden wonder: bioluminescent plankton, flickering like scattered stars beneath the water's surface. With every movement, the sea glows in soft blue light, a quiet magic only visible to those who linger long enough to witness it. Under a sky blanketed with countless stars, the journey back to shore is one of reflection, where the beauty of the day lingers in the heart like a whispered lullaby. The hidden lagoons of Palawan are more than just a destination. They are a passage into the untouched splendor of nature, where the sea and sky meet in perfect harmony, and the spirit is free to drift with the tide. In the heart of Bohol, where time moves at the gentle pace of rustling palm leaves and birdsong, a landscape unlike any other in the world stretches across the horizon. The chocolate hills, thousands of perfectly rounded mounds, rise from the earth in an undulating sea of emerald green. From the summit of the Carmen viewing deck, the panorama unfolds like a dream: rolling hills, each nearly identical in shape, dotting the land in every direction. When the dry season arrives, the grass that blankets them turns to a rich brown, giving them their name and a resemblance to endless mounds of chocolate truffles. Legends surround these hills, whispered by the wind that moves between them. One tale speaks of two battling giants, hurling massive boulders at each other in a fierce, days-long fight. When their strength finally waned, the giants made peace, but the remnants of their battle, the rocks and soil, remained as the hills seen today. Another story tells of a lovesick giant whose unrequited love brought him such sorrow that he cried for days, and when his tears dried, they became the hills themselves. Whether born from myth or ancient geological forces, the Chocolate Hills remain one of nature's most enchanting mysteries. A gentle breeze carries the scent of warm earth and damp foliage as visitors trek through the winding trails below. At sunrise, golden light spills across the hills, casting soft shadows that deepen the magic of the landscape. The sound of tarsiers, the world's smallest primates, fills the air, a series of high-pitched chirps from the nearby Philippine Tarsier Sanctuary. These tiny, wide-eyed creatures, with their impossibly delicate fingers and fur as soft as silk, cling to the slender branches of trees, peering out with expressions of endless curiosity. Nearby, the Lobok River winds through the jungle, its jade-green waters reflecting the towering coconut palms that line its banks. Aboard a floating restaurant, guests drift along the gentle current, savoring a feast of freshly grilled seafood, adobo, and sweet mangoes, while a live band plays traditional Visayan folk songs. The flavors of lechon kawali, crispy and golden, melt into the richness of garlic rice, while the sweetness of ube halaya, a vibrant purple yam dessert, lingers on the tongue. The river whispers beneath the boat, carrying stories of the island's past, its rhythm as soothing as the rustling bamboo groves. Beyond the river and the hills, Hinagdanan Cave hides a cool, glistening secret, a deep, crystal-clear underground lagoon where sunlight filters through jagged rock openings above. The limestone walls shimmer, casting reflections that dance like fireflies against the cave's interior. The water is cool, a welcome contrast to the tropical warmth outside, and a swim here feels like stepping into a forgotten world. As evening descends over Bohol, the Chocolate Hills transform once more. The fading sunlight turns their slopes into burnished gold, while the encroaching twilight casts them into silhouette against a sky of endless indigo. The world is hushed here. The only sounds the soft trill of crickets and the occasional rustling of leaves as a carabao, a water buffalo, moves through the distant fields. From the viewing deck, with the warm night air settling over the land, the hills seem even more surreal, like an ancient secret held by the island. In the silence of night, with only the stars bearing witness, the Chocolate Hills stand as they always have, guardians of a mystery untold, waiting for those who seek their quiet wonder. Far from the bustle of city life, where the ocean meets the sky in an endless embrace, Siargao rests like a secret whispered to the waves. The island, shaped like a teardrop, is a haven of untouched beaches, swaying coconut trees and hidden lagoons. Time slows here, moving with the gentle rhythm of the tides, as if the world beyond its shores fades into a distant memory. Soft golden sands stretch along Cloud 9, Siargao's legendary surf break, where waves rise and curl like dancers in the morning light. The sound of the ocean fills the air, a steady pulse that soothes the soul. But Siargao is not just for those who chase waves. It is a place of quiet wonders, where nature unfolds its beauty in the most tranquil corners. A short boat ride leads to Sugba Lagoon, a mirror of emerald waters nestled between limestone cliffs. Here, time is measured in gentle ripples, and the laughter of those daring to leap from bamboo diving platforms into the cool embrace of the sea. Paddleboards glide across the water, their riders weaving between pockets of sunlight that filter through the overhanging trees. Further along the coast, the Magpupunko rock pools reveal themselves only when the tide retreats, uncovering crystal-clear basins where the ocean has sculpted perfect natural swimming pools. The rocks, smooth and weathered by centuries of waves, cradle pools of water so clear that every tiny fish and fragment of coral can be seen beneath the surface. Here in the shallows, the world above is reflected in the water below, a perfect harmony of sky and sea. In the small fishing villages that dot the island, life unfolds at an unhurried pace. Wooden boats painted in shades of turquoise and ochre bob gently in the harbors of General Luna, their reflections flickering in the quiet morning light. Fishermen cast their nets into the sea, drawing in the day's catch of lapu-lapu, grouper, and fresh tuna, while the scent of grilled seafood drifts from tiny eateries along the shore. Families gather around banana leaf-laden tables, sharing plates of kinilo, a local take on ceviche, where raw fish is cured in coconut vinegar and calamansi juice, bursting with citrusy freshness. As the sun begins its slow descent, a journey through the Masin River reveals another side of the island's beauty. The waterway winds through lush coconut groves, the gentle strokes of paddles creating ripples that shimmer under the golden light. In the heart of the jungle, a solitary bent palm tree leans over the river, its trunk forming a perfect arch above the water. Locals and visitors alike climb its sturdy length, pausing at the top before letting go, swinging into the river below in joyous surrender to the island's natural wonders. At night, Siargao takes on an almost mythical quality. Bonfires flicker along Secret Beach, where the only sounds are the hush of the waves and the rustling of palm fronds in the breeze. The air is warm and laced with the scent of coconut and roasted fish, as the island's few night cafes serve up fresh halo, a dessert of shaved ice, sweetened fruits, and uber ice cream that melts slowly under the starlit sky. As the last embers of the fires die down and the tide washes over footprints left in the sand, Siargao remains as it always has, an island of tranquility, where the sea hums a lullaby, the wind whispers through the palms, and the spirit of the island embraces all who seek its quiet magic. As the morning light spills over the cobbled streets of Vigan, the past awakens in the quiet stirrings of a city that has preserved its soul. Here, time does not rush forward. It lingers, caught in the intricate wooden balconies, wrought iron window grills, and the fading pastel facades of Spanish-era houses. Vigan, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is a living museum, a place where history is not locked behind glass, but felt beneath one's feet with every step down Calle Crisologo. Along this famous street, Terraces, the horse-drawn carriages of centuries past, clip-clop gently over stone pathways. Their wheels trace the same routes once traveled by traders and merchants who came from distant lands carrying Chinese silks, Mexican silver, and Filipino spices. The scent of history lingers here, not only in the air but in the old wooden beams of the ancestral homes that line the road, their capis shell windows filtering the golden light. Despite its antiquity, Vigan is not a city frozen in time. The sound of laughter spills from ancestral cafes, where locals and travelers alike gather for tsokolate batirol, a rich, frothy hot chocolate made from local cacao. At Café Leona, a historic house-turned-restaurant, the day begins with the aroma of vegan longanisa, a garlicky, vinegar-laced sausage that sizzles on iron griddles. Paired with steaming white rice and a side of achara, sweet pickled papaya, it is a breakfast that connects the present to the traditions of the past. In the heart of the city stands the Vigan Cathedral, or St. Paul's Metropolitan Cathedral, its thick walls built to withstand time and tremors. Inside, the flicker of candlelight dances on polished pews as visitors offer silent prayers beneath the grandeur of its vaulted ceilings. Outside, the Plaza Salcedo fountain, named after the Spanish conquistador who founded the city, reflects the sky in its still waters until evening, when it comes alive with a colorful dancing fountain show. Beyond the plaza, a short walk leads to the Bante Bell Tower, perched on a hill overlooking the city. The tower, once a watchtower for pirates and invaders, now stands as a silent sentinel, offering panoramic views of rooftops stretching toward the distant Abra Mountains. The breeze carries with it the whispers of the past, as if the stories of old still echo through the centuries. For those who wish to take a piece of history home, the markets of Vigan offer hand-woven Abel Ilocos textiles, crafted on wooden looms by artisans who have perfected their craft over generations. These intricate fabrics, once worn by nobility, are woven with patience and precision, each thread telling a tale of resilience and heritage. As twilight settles over the city, the warm glow of gas lamps bathes Calle Crisologo in a golden hue. The sound of Terraces softens into the hush of the evening, and the air fills with the enticing aroma of empanada, a deep-fried pastry stuffed with papaya, egg, and savory longanisa, served hot and crisp from street-side stalls. Locals and visitors alike gather in small clusters, sharing laughter and stories over simple meals as they have for generations. Vigan does not demand to be rushed. It invites its guests to slow down, to listen to the echoes of its past, and to embrace the gentle rhythm of time that still flows through its streets. And as the night deepens, the city sleeps beneath its tiled rooftops and wooden eaves, wrapped in the memories of a history that refuses to fade. As dawn rises over Albay province, the silhouette of Mayon Volcano emerges, a towering masterpiece of nature that seems almost too perfect to be real. Its symmetrical cone, flawless against the sky, is a vision both breathtaking and formidable. The people of Legazpi city, nestled in its foothills, wake to the gentle glow of the morning sun reflecting off its slopes, an awe-inspiring sight that has shaped both the history and culture of Bicolanos for centuries. Mayon is more than just a mountain. It is a living force, both revered and feared. The ancient legend of Magayon, the beautiful maiden whose tragic love story is said to have given birth to the volcano, still lingers in the whispers of the wind. The locals tell stories of how she rests beneath its peak, her beauty eternalized in the graceful slopes of the volcano. Yet, beneath this beauty lies a powerful force. Mayon remains one of the most active volcanoes in the world, its history marked by both creation and destruction. At the Cagsawa ruins, the remnants of a 17th-century Franciscan church stand as a solemn reminder of Mayon's power. In 1814, one of its most devastating eruptions buried the town of Cagsawa under layers of ash and lava, leaving only the church belfry standing. Today it is a place of quiet reflection, where visitors gaze upon the ruins with a mix of reverence and wonder, framed against the towering volcano in the background. Beyond its volcanic history, Legazpi city pulses with life. The morning hum of tricycles weaves through the streets as vendors set up their stalls, offering pili nuts, Bicol's famous delicacy, coated in caramelized sugar or roasted to crunchy perfection. Nearby, at the bustling Legazpi public market, the scent of Bicol Express fills the air, a fiery dish made with pork, shrimp paste, and coconut milk, infused with the intense heat of siling labuyo, bird's eye chili. For those seeking adventure, the slopes of Mayon offer a world of discovery. The Mayon ATV tour takes travelers through lava trails, where black volcanic rock stretches toward the horizon, remnants of past eruptions. The thrill of navigating rugged terrain with the looming presence of the volcano overhead is an experience that blends excitement with awe. Further up, the Lignon Hill Nature Park provides a panoramic view of Legazpi's coastline and the Albay Gulf, with Mayon reigning supreme in the distance. As the wind carries the scent of salt and earth, it is easy to see why the volcano has inspired both artists and poets alike. As dusk approaches, the golden light washes over Sumlang Lake, where traditional bamboo rafts float lazily across calm waters, reflecting Mayon's perfect symmetry. Locals and visitors alike pause to take in the sight, the volcano bathed in the soft hues of twilight, and as night falls, the glow of city lights flickers below, while above, the silent silhouette of Mayon stands eternal, guarding the land that has both nurtured and tested the resilience of its people. Mayon is more than just a landmark. It is the heart of Bicol, a symbol of both the power and beauty of nature, forever shaping the land and the lives of those who call it home. The sun rises over the island of Cebu, casting golden light over the historic streets of the Queen City of the South. Once the heart of Spanish colonization in the Philippines, Cebu is a blend of ancient traditions and modern vibrance, where centuries-old churches, bustling markets, and serene beaches coexist. The city hums with energy as early morning vendors prepare puso, steamed rice wrapped in woven coconut leaves, a local specialty often paired with lechon Cebu, the island's famous roasted pig, its crispy skin glistening under the heat of the fire. But Cebu's magic extends far beyond its urban charm. A few hours south, in the quiet coastal town of Oslob, awaits an experience unlike any other. Swimming with the whale sharks, known locally as bootanding. The journey takes visitors along scenic roads lined with coconut trees and emerald waters, the gentle sea breeze carrying the scent of salt and sun-warmed earth. Upon arrival, the air is filled with quiet anticipation. Fishermen guide small wooden bankers into the open sea, their oars slicing through the clear turquoise waters. Then, the moment arrives, a shadow emerges from the deep, gliding effortlessly beneath the waves. The first glimpse of a whale shark, its massive body adorned with a constellation of white spots, is enough to take one's breath away. Despite their immense size, growing up to 40 feet long, these gentle giants move with an elegant, unhurried grace, feeding peacefully on plankton and krill. Slipping into the water, visitors find themselves face to face with one of the ocean's most magnificent creatures. The sheer scale and presence of the whale shark create a moment of pure wonder as it drifts by with a slow, rhythmic motion, unbothered by the small figures floating beside it. Below the surface, the world is one of silence and serenity, broken only by the occasional swish of a tail fin or the glimmer of tropical fish darting in and out of the coral reefs. The water is so clear that every detail is visible. The intricate patterns on the shark's back, the sunlight filtering through the ocean in dancing ribbons of gold and blue. For a brief moment, time stands still. Back on shore, the experience lingers like a dream. Nearby, a small stall offers freshly cracked buko, coconut, its cool, sweet water a refreshing reward after the morning's adventure. Others opt for a hearty meal of sutukil, a local dish that combines sugba, grilled seafood, tua, fish stew, and kilo, raw fish cured in vinegar, a feast of flavors that captures the essence of Cebuano cuisine. For those seeking even more beauty, Kawasan Falls, with its tiered cascades of sapphire blue water, offers a serene retreat just a short drive away. The sound of rushing water blends with the rustling of the surrounding rainforest, creating a sense of peace that mirrors the tranquility of the morning's swim. As the day draws to a close, the sky over Cebu transforms into a canvas of blazing oranges and purples, the horizon melting into the endless ocean. The quiet majesty of the whale sharks lingers in the mind, a reminder of the profound beauty that lies beneath the waves, a fleeting encounter with the gentle giants of the deep, forever etched in memory. As the day softens into the golden hues of late afternoon, the island of Boracay begins its gentle transformation. Known for its powder-soft white sand and crystal-clear waters, Boracay has long been regarded as one of the most beautiful beach destinations in the world. The island, nestled in the heart of the Western Visayas, is a sanctuary where time slows and the rhythm of life is dictated by the ebb and flow of the sea. The air is warm, carrying the scent of salt and coconut from the nearby palms, while the soft hum of laughter and conversation blends with the rhythmic crash of gentle waves. Along the 4-kilometer stretch of white beach, visitors find their place in the sand, settling into the perfect spot to witness one of Boracay's most treasured moments, the sunset. As the sun begins its descent, the sky erupts into a masterpiece of color. Hues of fiery orange, deep pink, and soft lavender melt together, reflecting off the tranquil waters in a dazzling display. The silhouettes of pirogues, traditional Filipino sailboats with slender hulls and vibrant sails, glide effortlessly across the horizon, their forms elegant against the glowing sky. The sight is mesmerizing, a perfect fusion of nature's artistry and human tradition, a scene that feels timeless. The experience is best enjoyed with a refreshing buko juice, sipped straight from the coconut, or a cool glass of mango shake, made from the Philippines' famously sweet mangoes. Some take this moment to indulge in a merienda, a light snack of banana cue, caramelized fried bananas on a stick, or ensaimada, a fluffy buttery pastry topped with sugar and cheese. The flavors, simple yet comforting, perfectly complement the laid-back atmosphere. As the last sliver of the sun disappears beneath the horizon, the beach is bathed in a warm, lingering glow. The water shimmers in soft gold and deep blue, reflecting the remnants of daylight in delicate ripples. The air cools slightly, carrying the gentle whispers of the waves as they kiss the shore. The island's charm does not fade with the sun, it only shifts into a new kind of magic. Fire dancers emerge along the shoreline, their torches painting trails of light against the darkening sky. The sound of acoustic guitars and soft laughter drifts from beachfront cafes, where tables are lit by candlelight, and the scent of freshly grilled seafood fills the air. A feast of fresh catch, grilled to perfection and paired with tangy calamansi sauce, promises a perfect end to the day. For those who seek a quieter moment, a moonlit stroll along the shore provides a sense of peace. The sand still warm beneath bare feet, the waves rolling in a slow and steady rhythm. Above, the sky glistens with stars, reflected in the darkened sea like tiny lanterns floating in the abyss. In Boracay, sunsets are more than just a passing moment. They are an invitation to pause, to savor, and to dream. Whether spent in quiet contemplation or shared in joyful company, the setting sun marks the perfect balance between the energy of the day and the serenity of the night. And as the gentle waves sing their endless lullaby, the island whispers a promise that tomorrow the sun will rise again over paradise, bringing with it another perfect day. As the journey through the Philippines comes to an end, a quiet sense of wonder lingers, like the last notes of a beautiful melody. From the ancient terraces of Banaue to the hidden lagoons of Palawan, from the vibrant history of Vigan to the golden sunsets of Boracay, each place has whispered its own story, a story woven from the land, the sea, and the warm embrace of its people. The Philippines is more than a collection of islands. It is a symphony of nature and culture, of past and present, of movement and stillness. Here, time slows to the rhythm of the waves, and the beauty of the land is reflected in the kindness of those who call it home. Each sunrise brings the promise of adventure, and each sunset invites a moment of gratitude. The flavors of the journey still linger, the sweetness of mangoes, the smokiness of freshly grilled seafood, the richness of adobo simmered to perfection. The sounds remain too, the soft strumming of a guitar on a quiet evening, the laughter of children playing along the shore, the rhythmic chants of the past echoing in the walls of old churches and ancestral homes. And as the night sky unfolds, blanketing the islands in a canopy of stars, the Philippines offers its final lullaby, the hush of waves on the sand, the rustle of palm trees swaying in the breeze, the distant call of a boat returning home. Though the journey may be over, the spirit of the Philippines remains, a memory of golden shores, emerald landscapes, and a warmth that extends far beyond the sun. It is an invitation to return, to explore deeper, to discover more hidden wonders waiting just beyond the horizon. And so, with a heart full of stories and a mind at peace, sleep comes easily, cradled in the gentle embrace of the islands, carried away on the tide of a dream. We hope you enjoyed today's serene journey and found peace in our gentle narration. Do join us next time as we make a relaxing visit to another of the world's most iconic places. Sweet dreams and safe travels until we meet again.